Hello everyone. So in this strategy template project, today we are going to implement this click and drag select. So as you can see, when I click and drag the mouse, we get this box drawn into the HUD, and when I release, all the actors within that range is selected. If I draw a large box, it's selected like this, and if I click somewhere, right click, I can command them all together at once. And similarly, we can still individually click on each of them and select two. And also, if I press shift and click, let me select one first, and if I press shift and click, both are selected. This guy is not deselected, and if I select one and click another one on without pressing shift, this one is deselected and this one is selected. And if I do a shift select with a drag, everyone with the original selection remains. So yeah, this is what we are going to work on. So this box select will be, I will do this in 2 episodes because it's going to take some time. First one, in the first step part, I will focus on how to draw this box when I click and drag, and in the next part I will focus on how to get the area that would be represented by this box that we have drawn in the HUD, in the viewport, and determining the actors that are within the area that is shown by this box we have drawn. So basically selecting the characters within that box. So yeah, let's see how to do that today. Okay, so in the last time, this strategy template tutorial series, we worked on a way to shift select multiple characters and command them at the same time. So now what I want to do is implement in a way to select characters, this box select like this. This is in the editor, but oh wait, why did I get 4? So this is in the editor, but I need to be able to do a box select in the game so that I can select multiple characters by dragging the mouse, click dragging the mouse, and select them and command them at the same time. So to implement that, first we need to show the box drawn into the screen. For that, at the moment I don't think we have a HUD. Yeah, we have the UI cursor. So let me add the widget. I'll call it WDG HUD. In here, let me add a button. So this is, first let me wrap this with the canvas panel. Right, now here we have the button, and I'll keep the anchoring of this button like this. So we are not actually like, this is going to be a clickable, this is not going to be a clickable button or anything. It's just something to show the click and drag. So I'll mark it as disabled, and in the style, background color. Yeah, to match with this background, I'll maybe use something like brown. And also it should be somewhat transparent, so 0.3. Okay. Now we need a function to update this location and size of the box. So this is what going to be the marker that shows when we do click and drag with mouse. So I'll add a custom event pro box. Let's call it select box. Now we need a couple of parameters. First one is draw a boolean whether to draw this or not, and then to start, this should be a vector 2D because it's going to give us a point in the viewport, and that is also going to be a vector 2D. Now first, if this is true, we need to show. If this is false, we need to hide the button. Let me rename this button as select box. It's already a variable, so I can access it here. If this is true, set visibility to visible, so we need to show that. If it's false, we need to set visibility to hidden. We don't really need to show that. Right, now when we show that, we need to set here this position XY and size. So that's how we update this select box. So for that, I'll get as slot as canvas slot, because here what we got is a canvas panel slot. And now we can set position. As I said, it's going to be a vector 2D, and we can, I don't think we can directly put it here, put the start. And also we need to set size. Right. The reason we can't directly put start as the position is because if I start clicking from here and drag like this, starting point is in the top right and the end point is bottom left, but it always has to be the top left, the starting position. So similarly here. So therefore we need to find the top left from these given two inputs. So let me break this one and this one. And out of these two, we can get minimum, x value and minimum y value. So this would give us the top left. Right, now I'll make a vector 2D and put these two values. So now we have the top left, and then we need to figure out the size. Well, that's easy. All we have to do is subtract this from this and get absolute value. This will give us x size, and subtract y from y and get absolute value, which should give us the y size. Similarly, I'll drag a line from here and make vector 2D. Right. Now we have a way to draw the select box based on when we click drag mouse, but it's just a function in the widget at the moment. So I can actually directly create this widget in the player controller, and where is the player controller? Here, I can directly create this widget in the player controller and add to the viewport, but that's not usually a good method. So I would prefer to set up a hard blueprint, which I don't have one at the moment. So let me create one here. Hard. I'll call it hard top down. Now here in the begin play, I'll create widget from the type of WDG hard. Should I give this to player controller and add to viewport. Now for the HUD, I'll set up a blueprint interface to keep things clean. BPI HUD. Here I'll add another function, draw select box, just like before, and same as before. We need inputs, draw and start vector 2D. And vector 2D. Now I'll implement that interface here. PPI HUD. Now we got draw select box. So let's promote this to a variable WDG HUD. This one. Now get HUD, well, we would always have a value here, but just in case. Now we can call draw select box function that I defined inside the widget like this. Connect these parameters directly. Okay, now we have set up a function to call directly into the HUD to show the select box. If I play, wait, I still have to set HUD top down. Yeah. Now this is the sample place that I set the button, and this will not be here after implementing it. But as you can see here, if I click here, you see they are not selecting because the input click is blocked by this button. to prevent that. This wouldn't be a problem actually, but anyway, I'll mark it as this non-hit testable. Now it won't block the input, see, but it doesn't matter. This is not going to be here like this. This should only appear if I click drag. Okay, now to implement click drag here in the player controller, this is select click. I think we might need some more space here, so let me collapse this. Click, select, select, so that we know where it is. Okay, let me connect this part to the completed for now. Let me see if I can still select. Yeah, okay, I can. And what about shift select? Yeah, that is also still working. Alright, so to implement drag select, now here when it is start, we can get the mouse position on viewport. Get mouse position on viewport. There are a couple of mouse position options, this one also, but this gives the screen position, which is a bit different. So this one directly maps to the hard locations, so I'm going to use this one and promote this to a variable. I'll call it mouse start viewport position. Right, well, viewport, I'll call it mouse start vpos. Right, and in here, oh wait, is that on here and also ongoing? Well, let's just put it here. I'm not sure actually. Here we need to keep drawing or updating the box, the select box, only if I have dragged the mouse. So there is a function get input, no, something like delta, get input mouse delta. Okay, this one. So here, if any of these have a value, so not equal to 0, we just need to make sure that we have some dragging happened. So O, if any of these are true, we have to get hot and call draw select box. Now we already have the start position, and end position is, we can get it now, get mouse position on viewport, and make sure draw is true. Okay, now let's see. See, it's not going away. I kept it so we can observe it properly. So yeah, now we can draw by drag click. It works. Okay, so now to hide that, we have to where should we do it? Let's say here we need to again get hot and call draw select box. We just need to call this with a false for the draw. So now it will go away once I release mouse. See, okay. Now initially we should not have this, so I'll make this hidden. Right, now this is when I start playing, we don't see the button anymore or the box anymore, only when I drag. And by the way, still clicking is working. Wait, why it's glitching? Right. I think this is the reason I changed this to complete. So here in the character, selection happens after on clicked. Okay, so perhaps I should change this to event after on released. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, perfect. And shift select also still works. Okay, and the next step is doing the actual selection, but I'm gonna break this episode here and continue that part in the next episode, because that's going to be a bit of complicated with the calculations, so it's gonna take some more time. So this episode would become too large if I don't break it from here. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and let's meet with the next episode where we do the actual selection tomorrow. Goodbye.